Bronny can go in front of ESPN.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shador.
Right, it's about to get worse.
Dion already doing that. We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
When you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He puts him like, get off of me.
Get off of me.
Get off me.
No, don't touch me.
Was it worth the $30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment. He was up.
You remember? Was it bingo night? Or was it? 44.
You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But keep it high level. This is gonna just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. This whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is, I am undefeated. Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to line up. He's getting up. And show, yeah, we doing this for real. He's first. I want to go rebound. Shoot.
This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's a sack on your first play ever in the NFL. I know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that?
Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what, big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now.
Let's get it.
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it.
What up, baby? Blah, blah, blah. We about to get into this today. Oh, my God. Boy, when you picking topics, I remember my boy was saying that sports media is so different now because it doesn't stop. And if you just go on the internet, you realize how many damn stories there are. And obviously at the top, everybody knows what the big stories are, but right underneath that layer is some it's some stuff right there. So we're going to get into that stuff right here on this show. It's loaded. Love to you guys. Thank you guys for rocking with your boy. Getting in here at 5:09. I try to set it to exactly when I'm going to start. So it only gives you 5 o'clock and 5:15. I'm like, I ain't doing 5:15. That's later. And I ain't doing 5 o'clock. That's early. So I'll be like right in the middle right there. But love to you guys, man. I get up in the morning. MJ and I are buddies. We sleep together most nights. That's my dog. Sometimes I get Olivia. My wife gets jealous because I got 2/3 of the house already rocking with me. And then my last one, I ain't going to get her. Right? I can't get her. Every now and then, it's so random. She's a mama's girl, so I respect that gangster. But she likes playing basketball, so she's going to love daddy one day. So even though my wife played college basketball, so we'll figure all of this out. Love, love, love to everybody out there. Well, I want y'all to start off life in reality. And the reality of it all is there's a new coach in New York. Say it loud. New York. Let's hear him.
Jackson Thompson, Fox News. Welcome.
Hey, Jackson.
Several days before you were hired, President Trump put out a post advocating for you to become the next head coach of the Giants. How does it feel knowing the President of the United States has endorsed you for the job you're about to undertake?
It feels really great, and I'll tell you, I also noticed on that post that he said, and John, take the job. So I thought that John Mara might have something to do with that. I don't know, but it's cool, and it's sports. You know, it's sports. And everybody's excited. Everybody follows it at every level. People follow football. They follow the Giants. They follow the National Football League. Like we said, it's the biggest sport, you know. And this is the most iconic franchise in the biggest sport.
Jackson Thompson.
That's what I wanted to get out. The Giants? Is that the best job? Is that the most iconic franchise in the NFL? I mean, certainly I know I've been on the East Coast and lived there for many years, and I can understand where he's coming from. It's a force. It's powerful. Really? The Giants? Am I that young? Any of y'all older than me out there rocking with me? Tell me the Giants? I mean, I know of late, even when LT was rocking, I remember those days. LT, Phil Simms, you know, Banks. Really? The Giants? Okay. Tell me. Blessings to everybody in the morning. I don't know. It doesn't seem that way. But let's keep on rocking because I know one thing. You ain't got to tell me if this is a good job. You ain't got to tell me if this is a good hire. Peep this. Oh, boy. We got it cracking. Former Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel is expected to become the Go Chargers. Go Chargers. Offensive coordinator barring a change of heart per Jeff Darlington. Don't be lying, Jeff Darlington. He's a real nice guy. You know, one of the most pleasant sports writers there are out there, so I doubt he lies. McDaniel has informed other teams that they're out. Damn, that's crazy. He calling the shots. Isn't that crazy? He take a little demotion. He still could be a head coach somewhere, and he like, nah. Y'all didn't appreciate me when I was the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, and I told you I didn't want Tua. Let me stop. That was, wasn't that Brian Flores? McDaniel has informed other teams that they're out. The Chargers clearly want him. And the two sides are having dinner tonight. I see you, Dean Spanos. I see you, Jim Harbaugh. Take this food to Spago. We take him somewhere. We take him to Avra. He going to get some of this good West Coast eating. He going to forget about South Beach. South Beach is fresh. South Beach is insane. South Beach is his own animal, but it ain't L.A. I'm going to tell you one thing. Now, I know what Mike McDaniel like. He like to kick it. So let me tell you when you out kicking it, when you in L.A. kicking it. In Miami, you see like peak powers. You say, God, she's 11. God, another 11. That's 22 and I only seen 2 girls, right? You looking around. You go to L.A., oh, you might not see all the 11s, but you ain't going to see none of the 6s and 5s and 4s. Not at Avra. No. L.A. got the most pretty girls in any place in this world. It's not even close. The most. I ain't say the prettiest. I said the most. So all them 9s and 10s that fly from Tulsa, I'm going from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Prairie View, Texas, Des Moines, Iowa. They ain't flying to South Beach first. Nah. They going to Tinseltown, baby. They going to L.A. Continue. But the expectation across the league is that McDaniel will be staying in L.A. Oh, yeah. Once he get to L.A., we give him some good food. Let him know that we could go to bed before 2 o'clock, you know, club close. And they fine everywhere. Oh, he's staying. He ain't going nowhere. We got him locked in. Good job for us. We love it. All right, so I'm happy. Herbert going to get him an OC like that. Greg Roman, look, from back in Baltimore days, my brain was stained. Once Greg Roman was there running that damn power eye, student body, USC 1970 offense, had Lamar Jackson looking good but not great. Then Lamar Jackson looked even better but not as good because he hurt. But I was like, Greg Roman was my dude. Wasn't like I was hating on him. I was just like, now, let go. Okay, now, This is another reality. We're going around a little tidbits of the reality of the NFL, NBA, the whole sports world. There's a drama alert. Baker Mayfield is still mad at Kevin Stefanski and can't wait to see him twice a year now that Kevin Stefanski is the head coach of who? The Atlanta Falcons. So Baker Mayfield, don't do what Baker Mayfield does. Keep a chip on the shoulder. Somebody wrote that Falcons Kevin Stefanski had a dumpster fire at quarterback in Cleveland. Well, he did. Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson failed, which started a chain reaction to 11 other starters. I think it was 13, but whatever. QB Shedeur Sanders closed out last season with 7 starts. Baker Mayfield heard that and said, failed is quite the reach, pal. And you got a point there. Baker Mayfield wasn't as bad as advertised, not as bad as it was summed up. He wasn't. Still waiting on a text or a call from him after I got shipped off like a piece of garbage. Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Hey, I don't know if you are owed that text. I don't know. Tell me, guys. I'm not so sure. I don't know. I mean, it's nice. It's one of those things kind of like I always look at the combine. It can only help, but it shouldn't hurt. Like whatever I do at the combine should help my draft status. Yes. But if I mess up at the combine, you already seen how I play. You know, so what? I can't run a 40. I can run down a running back. So it doesn't matter. You already seen me play. So it should help. Some things in life should just only help you, right? And I think this should only help you. This shouldn't hurt you. Like what the he didn't text me. Like, you know what it is. It's a business. Yeah, but it would have been nice. We were so cool and stuff. Yeah, but look at your class picture from first grade. Then look at your one in the 6th grade. Then look at your one when you graduated high school. You get it? People move on. You got texts coming. You still pen paling. Like you went to summer camp and that was your bestie. As soon as you went back home, that fool didn't call you. And guess what? You know why? I know, because you didn't call him. You waiting on a text. He waiting on a text. That's what I'm saying. To give is to get. What happened to the golden rule? Do unto others as you want done to you. You want him to text you? Text him. See, that's ego. Ooh, we found a new layer on this show. That's the ego. You want somebody to do something for you, but you don't want to start it. You don't want to do it first. Come on, Baker, you better than that. Or don't say you want it, because you don't want it, because you ain't going to give it. Ooh, I'm over here testifying today. Lord and Savior. Oh, my God. Real spit. I always tell that to, like, my iddies. I'm like, look, if you go somewhere and you notice that nobody's talking, no one's having fun, you talk. You have fun. Okay? Everybody's sitting there on eggshells. I'm so thankful. I ain't got too many superpowers. But one was I am not going somewhere that I want to be and then going to go like this. Oh, nobody having fun. Oh, nobody really want to be here. So now I don't want to be here. Shit. We about to turn this thing up. Next thing you know, the dominoes start falling, everybody kicking it. Come on, man. Be a pioneer. Followers. Well, here's one follower that's not happy right now, even though he's a pioneer. Back to life. Back to reality. Look at them cameras, not pointing at him. Look at that camera, not pointing at him. You want to know why? Because he ain't putting no belt to ass. That ass is getting the belt. What's up, Mike? Oh, that's cold. Oh, life comes at you fast, brother. Comes at you fast. And yes, it does, in the good and the bad way. That's the crazy thing is because life was coming fast at Michael Irvin, and he didn't like it. But also, guess what? I want y'all to just kind of review some of these freezing cold takes on my man Kirk Cignetti, because he's sitting on top of the world, and people didn't think he would get here as recent as last year. From the desk of Barstool, Tate, he says, Kirk Cignetti is exactly who I said he was, an FCS merchant and a fraud. Oh, damn it. This is why on this show, I'm not clowning these people, I'm just pointing it out, because I want to bring people off their high horse. This is why on this show, we will not do previews. And if we do one, trust me, it's an anomaly. I don't like previews. Maybe in boxing. I do like boxing previews, can't lie. I love me a tell of the tape. Let's go, Colin. What you say? This entire playoff is experimental. Things will change. Potential reseeding after round 1. It may expand to 14 games. Change is inevitable. But let's make one non-negotiable rule. Indiana can never be invited again. Oh, no, Colin, don't say that. We wouldn't have a national champion this year if you had your way. This is not to call anybody out because, trust me, I said the Kansas City Chiefs weren't going to win any more Super Bowls, and I think they won 2 after I said that. So, look, it ain't that deep. Bill Simmons, what'd you say after watching Cignetti in the playoff game for 3 hours? Are people still unsure if Belichick will succeed in college football? Oh, that's a bad one. Oh, he doubled it. He split that thing. He two-pronged approach that thing. That's horrible. One, Cignetti, yeah, he's a great one. Belichick in college, not so much just yet. All right. Oh, man, let's get into this. Oh, God, I think we got some videos. I want to play the videos. Yes, let's get into it. Here's Mr. Mickey Mouse himself. I call him Mickey Mouse. Paul Feinbaum, y'all know why. Let's go.
Welcome to the show. Did Indiana make the right move with Cignetti?
They did not. And before anybody jumps out of their chair, allow me to explain. I think everyone on this panel agrees that he's done a phenomenal job. But Stephen A., this is how programs get in trouble. They just gave him an extension and a contract raise at the end of last season. We are barely at the midpoint. Let it play out before you completely send the Brinks truck up. Listen, there are very few generational talent. I understand why ESPN spends a fortune, like $100 million, to keep a once-in-a-lifetime talent like Stephen. Kirk Cignetti is one of the top coaches in America. He has coached brilliantly this year, but can't you let it play out a little bit? He has one big win, maybe 1.5, including the win a couple weeks ago over Illinois. And by the way, because Indiana is going to be in the playoffs, there's no way he could leave anytime before December or January. A couple of years ago, remember, Mel Tucker, Michigan State. They gave him a $100 million deal. He went out and lost to Ohio State, and he completely imploded after that. James Franklin, same thing. Jimbo Fisher, same thing. All I'm suggesting is take a deep breath, Indiana. Let the season play out a little bit before you mortgage a guaranteed $93 million contract that you may have to figure out a way to pay for down the road.
The man is
shoot the lights out. Okay, this is one thing that I caught in there is that he lost enthusiasm for something because it didn't work before. So you use, and we do this all the time, right? Look at Mel Tucker. Look at Mel Tucker. Yeah, his birth certificate is not Curt Cignetti's. So why are we looking at Mel Tucker to act like we see Curt Cignetti? It's a lazy approach, but look, this is how humans are socialized. This is how humans have evolved. We group things, and that's why you got to break the group. That's why it's so natural to be a part of a group. Next thing you know, say, I'm a Democrat. Oh, sorry. I'm a Republican. Oh, sorry. I am so-and-so, and that becomes more of you than who you really are. And everywhere you go, every cocktail party you go to, you lead with, I am and nobody gives a damn. And then it gets to a point where someone like me will say, excuse me, stop being that and just be you, okay? I don't give a damn about all that, right? That's like me being a football player everywhere I go. You'd be like, shit, I love the NFL, but damn, Wiley calling that down. Talking all that football every time you open your mouth, football. Every time you open your mouth, liberal. Every time you open your mouth, conservative. Shut up. Shit, nobody cares. You ever been to a funeral? Nobody cares. I hate it. So anyway, I don't give a damn about no Mel Tucker. I'm Curt Cignetti. You better recognize. What? Google me. Google me. Google him. Google him, damn it. You gotta Google him. Google him. And you didn't want to Google him, huh? So now you got to deal with him. Everybody out there hating. Tell them, Cat. Just listen to this. This is hilarious.
You shouldn't have been talking shit. You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Let's see it.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
That's right. Tell them, Cat, you shouldn't have been talking shit. Now, all y'all gonna get it. 50-0, 50 to donut, every team in our way. Oh, you think we can't play everybody, huh? You think that some teams got it worse than us, huh? You don't think we could go through Alabama. You don't think we could go through Oregon. You don't think we could go through Miami, do you?
I think Indiana is very dominating. They're extremely good, but they won that big game against Oregon, and I'd like to see Indiana go through the gauntlet that Alabama has gone through in the last 5 weeks. They would not be undefeated. I think Indiana.
Oh, they wouldn't? Somebody tell you you can't, you say, yes, I can. While I tell my itty bitties all this, I always say this. You know when you say can't, you know what you said before that? They say, what? I said can. How do you spell can't? C-A-N, stop. How do you spell can't? C-A-N, stop. Yes, I can. Oh, man, I wish y'all were raised with me, boy. It's been gang-related out here. My mama and daddy didn't play that junk. 2 postal employees. After a while, my mama didn't work forever. They never got married. It's all kind of crazy stuff. We on welfare, food stamps. I don't know. Damn. But I'm not going to lie. My mama was, my dad was very principled, and my mom was hella wise and really, like, charismatic. This is some hood glory. Like, they were all world. Like, I saw actors on TV. I was like, my mama better than that. She got a better personality than you. My mama funnier than that comedian. I used to always think that. I was like, damn, but that gave me motivation because I started looking around at everybody. I was like, yo, you better than that, and you better than, and I was like, oh, I live in a place where there are a lot of unrealized dreams. And then that made me say, oh, it gave me an opponent. It gave me something to attack. It was like, you got to do stuff because these people got talent. And I got talent. I know I got talent because everybody tell me I got talent. I got newspaper articles. I'm only 7. I know I got talent. But damn, it don't matter. You can stay back here and be talented. You better go get it. And I was like, oh, we got to go get it, right? So I went to go get it. And it took forever. But it works. It don't matter how long it takes. If you get there, you're going to be happy. Trust me.
Edric, Gene, you have been following IU football for how many years?
I've had season tickets for 61 years.
67 years.
Wait a minute.
You know what?
66.
But who's
counting?
But who's counting at this point, right? More than 60
1959.
1959. What is it like to be here tonight and witness history?
Well, before we get there, can we pay respects to how we gonna turn out if we're blessed and lucky? Golly, look how she looking at him. You know they done been through it. You know what I mean? Damn game she done went through to Indiana and wherever they are on the road. And she like, baby, they not gonna win. But she ain't lost her joy. Look at her, still looking at him like he the apple of her eye. And then this man, this hunchback, I love that. I mean, this is why you got to keep walking, keep smiling, keep your energy, keep your enthusiasm, because it could turn out, no matter how it looks on the outside, that man is happy. This is love. This is love. This is so much love that it attracts all. Look in the background, this youngster. That boy's 17. He's just huge. And he like, damn, that's it. Keep going, OG.
It's a privilege. Actually, it's just a blessing that I've been here this long and I could witness something like this. And I have so many friends who are up in heaven right now looking down and would love to have been here. And I think of them all the time. And they're really great people at Indiana University. And that's what the university is, great people. That's what makes a good university.
You have witnessed so much.
Well, I would say academics as well, but let me stop, OG. And I love how everybody always point out their friends in heaven. You ain't got no friends in hell? Like, let's just all be real. I know we ain't gonna say it at the funeral, but everybody got a friend that like, I don't know if he gonna make it. I don't know if he qualified.
Much IU history, so many different chapters of IU football. Did you ever think that they would be at this moment in time?
Well, you always think, wait till next year, you know. And but no, I never thought anything like this would ever happen.
If you could say anything to Coach Curt Cignetti right now, what would you tell him?
I'd say he did perform something that that no one thought would ever happen. No one. He did it.
That's dope. I don't give a damn, sappy or not. I love me some real life. He said he performed a miracle, basically. Like, damn, this man took us there. Respect. Beat it up in the comments, man. What y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Love you guys. Love you guys. All right, who's up in here? I need some members. I'm reading members, and I'm reading the top 3. Give you love. So you guys got to join. Be a member. Got to be gang-related with me, man. You got to join the gang, Holmes. What movie is this from? Hey, get off the porch, Holmes. Funked up. Join the gang. Chill, essay. All right, Danny Fan, my dog, number 1. Miracles don't happen often. Yeah, Danny, you just had to write down. Yeah, dumb. That's why it's a miracle. We know that. Oh, man, love to you. Number 2, who we got number 2 up in here? We got Bill Simmons. Wow, Francisco Aguilera looks like a deal now. Oh, we got a deal? What we got a deal for? Beat it up, Francisco. Tell me what's the deal. Did they sign? Did we sign Mike McDaniel? Is that the deal? Let me know. And then somebody said LA is overrated. No. LA is not overrated. I'm just going to say this, and this is not arrogance. You didn't see LA. That's all I got to say. You got to remember, LA is a place of, let me just say, acting. LA is a place of displaying, right? So LA is not going to show you all of its cards. Okay, this ain't New York where everybody right here, like, God dang, dog, fine, yuck, fine, yuck. Like, you know, you're on the subway with a billionaire. He right next to you, chilling, reading the paper. What's up, man? You know, in New York, they don't really want to talk. You know what I mean? Billionaire. A-list actor walk right by you. That's New York. It's right here. You know, Dominican girl right there. You're like, ah! It's just the most. Why are you darker than me speaking Spanish? I can't get it. I don't understand. I never met a Dominican person until I went to New York in college. Literally never met a Dominican person. And then get to college, and I remember the first time I was in a bodega. Never heard of a bodega. I was like, this ain't no liquor store with fruit. They were like, why y'all liquor stores got fruit? And they were like, what? I was like, anyway, I'm in line, and this dude, I'm not lying, he darker than my shirt. He dark. He barbecue. He midnight barbecue in a hotel room. Like, he just dark. And I'm like, whatever. I was kind of like, that's my uncle. Cause I was like, woo, that's that different black. That's that, woo, that's deep Shreveport black, right? And I'm looking like, whatever. And then the dude, it was somebody he knew behind me. And you know, in New York, they don't care. They ain't got no social awareness. They don't care. He turned around and said, and I was like, it's Spanish, but I don't know Spanish well enough to even fake it. And I was like, yo, in my head, I couldn't say nothing to him because I'm trying to learn the social customs of New York. And I've just quickly learned, don't speak to people in New York like that. Don't say what's up. I'm from LA. We go, what's up, man? Shit, in New York, they think something wrong or something about to happen. So I'm like, how is he darker than me speaking Spanish like that? I was like, they got some good public schools out here teaching that Spanish. So yeah, you go to New York, you're going to see it all. You go to Miami, you're going to see it all too. And it's going to be all crazy and exotic. And oh my God, am I in America still? It's going to be crazy. You go to LA, you ain't going to see it all. But go where you need to go. Go where you should go. Go where you want to go if you know it. If somebody helps you get there. And boy, you ain't. Why you think Hugh Hefner lives here? Dog, you know, rest in peace, the great. Why you think all them New Yorkers, all them people, all the iconic people from everywhere got one spot that they all go to? Not for business, for life. Where did he live? Let me just stop there. LA, brother. LA is insane. Because everyone moves from everywhere thinking LA's gonna make it. Gonna make it happen for them. Simple as that. It's not that deep. It's just everybody think LA is gonna work out for them. So, all right, let's get into a little bit of the ratings. We got some big topics coming up. Obviously, you guys know we're gonna talk about these Air MLKs. Nike going too far with LeBron. We're gonna talk about Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels. Corey finally responds. Everybody like, Anton going on a tour like he's Stephen A. Smith. And Corey Holcomb just chilling. That means Corey won. Well, Corey talks now. So I guess you got to take that back. We got J. Cole getting questioned. People don't respect him anymore. That's crazy. Josh Allen getting pandered. Everyone loving Josh Allen no matter what he does. People got an issue with that. Well, people are always going to have an issue. So we're going to show a little dichotomy on this show today, a little back and forth. So NFL Christmas Day games set a streaming record. I love to see that. Okay, let's go back to that. I just want to let you know where media is taking us and where we're going, right? So we saw streaming captured 47.5% of all television viewing in the month of December. A new monthly record that eclipsed what was seen in July. Did y'all hear what I just said? Almost half of all things we watched on TV, the conduit, the little rectangle, whatever the hell it is. Almost half was streaming. Woo-wee. Now, it got boosted by a few things. Let's talk to it. A huge day of streaming viewership was driven by back-to-back NFL games on Netflix, strategically followed by the highly anticipated release of new Stranger Things episodes. Beat up in the comments. Is that really good? Everybody keep talking about that, but I can't commit my time to anything unless it's great. I got itty bitties to take care of. In addition to Prime Video's late NFL game combined, Netflix and Prime Video commanded 22.5% of total TV usage across the day. Meanwhile, streaming levels overall on Christmas Day swelled to an unprecedented, 54% on Christmas Day alone. More people were streaming all them damn channels that we get tired of. Can y'all find, see, this is the problem. Y'all all beefing and everybody trying to be greedy and everybody want their money. I get it. That's called capitalism. But the point is, we need one source. I'm tired of skipping and jumping and looking. Jesus, can you have one? They need to make a union and they all got to help. They all got to go in equity to one place and say, here's all of our streaming services, and then we can go somewhere. God, we need a hub. We need a streaming hub. This is crazy. It's the largest single day share of TV ever recorded by the category. Streaming's dominance in December was further evidenced by the fact that the category exceeded 50% of daily TV usage twice, having occurred for the first time ever on Saturday, December 13th, when streaming represented 50.4% of TV. It's insane, y'all. It's insane, y'all. It's insane. Okay. Woo! That is dope. Why is that dope? Because you know that streaming, that's that dodo. Let's do something real quick. Let's see, just get the money out. What does Netflix got? 200 and some million people, subscribers? I hope my calculator can do this. How much is Netflix a month? Beat it up in the comments. I'm going to say $20. I don't even know. That ain't because I'm rich. No, it's just because I don't know things that I know I need. I don't know the prices of them. I know the prices of things I don't need. I know how much Jordans cost. I ain't, but shit. Boy, these Air Crocs work just fine. You know what I mean? I am not, so I've always been that way. I'm not a fashionista or none of that stuff. All right, so 20 times, how many? 200 million, let's say? Let's just say that. 200 million. I know the answer. Let's hope my calculator could do it. 2 million, 20 million, 200 million equals. Whoa. Oh, that's a lot of money. That's $4 billion a month. And I know the numbers are higher because I know I'll be buying stuff and all this. And they making $4 billion a month, minimum. Any questions? NFL can't wait to get out their deal. Okay? NFL can't wait. Why? Because of this. Look at this. Netflix amassed around 430,000 new subscriptions for its NFL games last month. Oh, let's do that. Let's have some fun with that. 430,000 in a month Netflix grabbed. Let's say it's $20 each. 430,000 equals. That's $8.6 million they just got that month because of the NFL and your interest. Then the next month, January, oh, I know you didn't cancel it. So that's another 8.6. Now we going into February, that's another 8.6. They done made $25.8 million by February on us just because we wanted to watch the Christmas Day games. Any questions? Hey, all impact is not positive though. Think about it. Because the NFL done moved away NBA from Christmas. Like, y'all want to keep competing? Go ahead, do you? Y'all got all them great games. They got the best matchups. NFL be giving us garbage. Leftover guacamole, all black. They don't care. And it still outrate the NBA. Big bank take little bank, right? And now look what they did to the NBA. Sad. They done moved the damn NBA Finals around. NBA Finals scared of the NFL during Christmas, and now they scared of the World Cup. Duh. So now the NBA Finals has moved around. Here's the schedule. They can't compete. They're like, hell no, we ain't messing with it. Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Remember that song? Here, you know what? I'll cut to it. They usually have games on Sunday because guess what? We love a Sunday sports day. Nah. Guess who said we want that Sunday? In June. World Cup. Guess who gonna get it? World Cup. Whew. Boy, the NBA, boy, left-handed stepchild. They just be taking it. They be taking it. And part of the reason they taking it is because how they give it to us, right? Being real. It ain't just us, it's y'all too. Man, and they got the most open source in terms of how they let creators, the internet, mess with the NBA. They strategically said, y'all can use the NBA clips. NFL said, hell no. And the NFL is winning. Isn't that crazy? Like, you more restricted, but you also know your value. NBA is like, we trying to increase our value by letting everybody share it, but it's working, obviously, but it's not working like it does for the NFL. part of the reason is what Cam gonna say. Let's go.
Keep going to do deals. NBA, I can't find a fucking NBA game I want to see. So ESPN tonight, Peacock tomorrow morning, NBC. It's all over the place because Adam Silver is doing deals. Amazon this week. This shit was ESPN TNT. Now it's on 19 channels, and to me it's damaging the product because I'm not downloading every app. I'm just going to have to miss some games. I'm not getting Peacock to go see game 26 of the NBA season. Then I got to have it Amazon. Then I got to know it's on ESPN. Then I got to know it's on NBC. They're collecting more money. The players are going to make more money. That's just the way it goes. Do they deserve it? You may say they don't deserve it, but when the companies or the franchises, not just the franchises, the leagues they're playing for is making an extra $2 billion, that's just the way it's going to go.
That is the way it's going to go. Blah, blah, blah. And look, we got to stop fighting it. Just pick your poison, pick your way you want to go out, but you're going out. I'm old enough to live through pre-cable. Like there was no such thing as cable. I know y'all like, what? Cable is behind us now. I lived when it wasn't even in front of us. Then it came. Pause. People don't like the pause game. Me either, but I love it because it's so childish. You got to be a big kid. Anyway, then on TV. Anybody remember? Beat it up in the comments. On TV, select TV, then cable and all that, right? I remember watching Eddie Murphy Delirious, and I think it was on TV. And I lived in a 1 3/4 bedroom apartment. I'm going to say it again. 1 bedroom that had all 4 walls and a door, right? And then another bedroom that only had 3 walls, 3/4. I never heard of this before until we lived there. 3/4 bedroom. It really is supposed to be like a apartment, like not dining room, maybe a dining room, probably, or just a little annex, whatever. It wasn't supposed to be a bedroom. But my mama put the beads up, and that's where me and my sister stayed. We stayed our twin beds. She drew a line in the middle. My sister said, you better not cross this line. And if I did, hands in my face, hands in my world. So I remember one night my mom had a watch party. This is hood as it gets. This is hood. Oh, parents, how did we turn out? My mama had a watch party in the apartment. The TV was right there in the living room, right? Duh. The floor model, duh. I don't know what size that is because it was all wood and then a little screen. Probably a 32-inch with a big-ass wood case, right? And then she literally puts on Eddie Murphy Delirious. It comes on, right? And all her friends there, they drinking they Conchaca vodka, this bottom shelf vodka. And they all chilling, eating tacos, chilling. Meanwhile, the kids, my sister and I, who are not supposed to be listening to this and watching this because it's graphic, even though my mama curse all motherfucking time, all this shit, shut your ass, boy, do it. That's my mama. But at the same time, she's like, boy, y'all ain't watching this. This is too much. It's Eddie Murphy. Y'all, I want my kids to know damn Eddie Murphy. So they're watching it. We're right there, mama. Literally, my bedroom to the TV was that TV right there. That's the TV they watch it, and I'm right here. And she thinking that sound doesn't travel. She thinking that the room that we're in that doesn't even have a wall or a door is going to stop. My sister and I literally watched Delirious with our mama. We were like this. What year was that? 83? So I was like 8, 9. I was like this. And I was dying laughing, but it was painful because I was laughing, but I couldn't make no noise. I was like, I remember when he did the ice cream. Ice cream! Me and my sister was going, come on, man. That is some hood shit. Come on, mama. You got to do better. My mama didn't let us have sleepovers, but that would have been the night. Mama, we could go somewhere else. It's okay. We could do something else. Beat it up in the comments, and then we're going to talk about these Air MLKs because not everybody feeling them. Oh, man. Godly. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Who's in these comments? Love to you guys. I'm going to say, hey, become a member so I can really see you. Stand out. Unbiased eyes. Marcellus, I've been rocking with you since the gum in the bottom of the water bottle. Much love from Houston, Texas. Let me see if I got some gum in here. Yeah. Look at that right there. Ain't nothing changed, dog. Ain't nothing changed but the calendar on me, baby. Let's go. Love, brother. Love, sister. Oh, man. Crazy. Okay. All right. I see too many comments, and I love y'all. We got to talk about these MLKs. I can't lie. When I first saw this, you know how sometimes you're not mad, you're not even irritated, you're just like, tell me more. You ever been in that position? You're like, I don't know. Tell me more. So Nike and LeBron James remember Martin Luther King Jr. respectfully. I think this is done with great intention, good intention, but we all know the path to hell, the road to hell is paved with what? Good intentions. So not everybody loves these shoes for what they are supposed to represent. What are they? Let's talk.
Capitalism is going to get us all, I'm telling you. So LeBron James, Nike are releasing or unveiling today that they're releasing a shoe to commemorate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King by having a colorway that is taken from the Lorraine Motel, the place where Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee, and slapping it on a Nike shoe and selling it for $210. Also on the shoe is a commemoration of LeBron James scoring 51 points in Memphis, because that moment in American history deserves to be on the same space as the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King.
Okay. First thing first. I've seen his face before, and this is no slight, so I know he's somebody or he's at least a great creator, but I've seen his face before. People get mad at capitalism. You got something better? I mean, I understand it's not perfect, trust me. Because you know why capitalism is tough to people? No matter where you are in terms of the pecking order, no matter where you are in terms of your social class, it's because it explicitly tells you there are winners and losers. That's what people hate most about capitalism. Oh, we gonna have some losers. Now, losers is just like it is in sports. It's relative to winning. You can lose a game 3-0. Did you get smoked? No. Did you get killed? No. You get destroyed? No, you just lost. Are you a loser? Well, technically I lost, so yeah, I'm a loser in this situation, but I'm not a loser for real. You can lose a game 48-47. You lost though. See the difference? So capitalism is just gonna say, look, it's a relative experience. There are gonna be halves, and guess how we gonna know they have something? Because they're gonna be have-nots that don't. Now, I know a lot of people wanna fight through that. We could talk about that later in the show when we get into our politics. But this is you not wanting a participation trophy or wanting a participation trophy. This is the same sentiments that you're telling little Johnny, hey, we're going to turn off the scoreboard when they're up by 10. No. Capitalism is telling you, no, we got to run it. We're going to run this clock. We're not even going to have a running clock. We just going to run the clock. It ain't going to ever stop. No mercy rules. Ain't no 21 points. Give me the joystick, homie. No. It's winners and losers. The sooner you understand that, okay? And this is in Rome, we do as the Romans do. We're here in America. As soon as you know that, you got to compete and know that you're going to win some and you're going to lose some. So if you're Nike, if you're LeBron, you're competing. You think Adidas, you think New Balance, you think whoever is not trying to get an edge? The reason they won't pull this off, the reason they won't do this is probably their ambassador is like, I don't want to do that. You know LeBron is for the smoke. Especially with this type of cause, especially when it's civil rights, you know LeBron for the smoke. This is the only way he thinks he can surpass Michael Jordan in the GOAT conversation. It's simply saying, I'm going to be a greater human, a better human. I'm going to do more for my community than you, because on the basketball court, they been stopped watching me. They say I'm here too long and these records don't count because you did it in a shorter span. And you were perfect in the finals, even though you weren't perfect in the finals because you didn't make the finals every single year, but I digress. But when you made it, you were perfect. And when I made it, I lost. But I made it more than you. But see, nobody cares. So nuance is out the door. I'm going to try and beat you up and beat your legacy by doing all these things. Capitalism. So you got to respect that. Don't turn it off. The clock ain't going to stop. Okay? We're going to keep playing. Continue.
Look, there are so many other places that you can take colorways from to honor Dr. King. You can take places from Atlanta. Take Birmingham, Montgomery. What about Washington, D.C., where he delivered the I Have a Dream speech? The last place that I would think of would be the signage from where he was assassinated. Now, look, the Lorraine Motel has now been turned into the National Civil Rights Museum. It's a beautiful museum. I know a lot about it. I was there when it opened. Actually, I was 4 years old. It does a beautiful job of telling the story of Dr. King in those last days. And I encourage everybody to go. I do not.
Okay. Now, I cut you off mid-sentence, and this is unfair, but at the same time, I know I will forget CTE is real. Okay. You have even said and shown us that this same location that obviously was something of pain for the King family, all of us who all celebrate his legacy, we all know that. They have tried to flip it. They have flipped it to the point where you're encouraging us to go there. Well, what could encourage people more to go there than more awareness of it? Because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know all that. Thank you. And thank you, LeBron and Nike, for bringing this up to make you say, I don't know about it. I think it's shameful. But then all this attention garnered is going to just do nothing but help the legacy of Dr. King, which I think capitalism is saying, let's capitalize on that. Not only the currency, but the attention. You're helping them out. What's wrong with capitalism then?
I encourage everybody to feel as though buying a $200 shoe of the signage of the Lorraine Motel is doing anything to honor anybody. It just feels like a tone-deaf situation from Nike, from LeBron, from all parties involved. And I think it's also important to note why Dr. King was in Memphis in the first place on the day that he was assassinated. He was there for the rights of sanitation workers, union workers, for their livelihood and their well-being. And to honor that by creating a shoe that is made from people who are suffering from, unjust labor laws and are forced to make these shoes is not really the way to go. Dr. Martin Luther King was killed while trying to fight against the dredges of capitalism. There's nothing more capitalist than slapping Nike on a shoe on a color that sort of trivializes, not sort of, very much so trivializes one of the most gruesome murders in American history.
Okay, let's stop right there. Look, I love to go deep. Y'all know me. I love to just microanalyze, so I'm not going to, tell him he's guilty of something that I know I'm guilty of. But every time I hear somebody say some $200 shoes, I immediately scan their ass. Immediately, I go from head to toe. Because you know me, I'm not into fashion. I'm not into looking fresh no more. I had that phase. I thought it was the dumbest phase of my life. I wish I would have skipped it, but how you going to skip it? You got to check that box. It's stupid, though. Going to the Louis store, spending $8,000 on some, and then I go to Spain, and I'm on some damn fake-ass Canal Street in the same belt that I spent all this money for, and all them bags I bought, and all that stupid stuff, and that shit was $8. And I'm like, it looked exactly the same. Now, it may not last as long, true, but I could spend $8 again and again and again and again and again. You get the point. I'm scanning him. Them chains right there. I've been to Sausage Swap Meet before. I know what a chain looked like. That I hope that's $200. You spent your money the way you want to spend your money is my point. The hell you all up in somebody else's business that they want to spend their money. You can say, look, I ain't buying no $200 shoes. But then to project that there's something scandalous about somebody buying some $200 shoes, who are you talking to? And then you're trying to connect it in messaging to all the way back that Martin Luther King was fighting for the sanitation workers. True. He wasn't fighting against capitalism. He was fighting to say, now I need to bring a greater awareness to capitalism to my people, to all the people, right? Because he was like, yo, I've been talking about civil rights, how people treating us. And then he woke up one day and was like, oh, we need to follow the money. So we need to start talking about class instead of talking about race. So it went from civil rights to silver rights. And then we know what happened. But that ain't fighting capitalism. That's like, oh, the elephant in the room. I was petting the cat. There was an elephant in this room. And me, look, the history that I have, obviously, taking subjects, taking deeper courses, psychology, sociology, major and minor. I've done the work, not to no large degree. I'm not trying to even put my resume up on somebody's. I'm just telling you from what I've learned. I've looked at human history, I've looked at world history, and I've always saw one through line: currency. No matter how you dress it up, whether you over there, you got some damn potatoes you want to exchange, some crass, You exchanging something. You exchanging goods for service and trying to get something out of it. That's all. Continue with those $200 change. No, maybe so.
Absolutely disgraceful move by all parties involved. I don't even know where the money's going. Is the money even going? Proceeds going in anywhere? Is it lining people's pockets to say, hey, let's go. You got those new MLK LeBrons that show the place that he was killed, and to release it on MLK Day. This is just bad marks all around for everybody involved. Disgraceful, disgusting act, and I hope that they can figure out some sort of way to right this wrong.
Oh, David, respect, big dog. No love lost. Hey, I like that point. Like, it'd be good if this was going to the King Legacy Foundation, all that. It may be, and it probably is. I'm not even going to go there because I don't know, and I don't think you know, so I wouldn't go there. But did you notice how he summed up everything with all these adjectives and all these big descriptives? But he didn't give us the content that even warranted that. He just said, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. I don't like this. And then at the end, this is disgusting. This is disrespectful. This is shameful. Wow. This reminds me of when LeBron did and this is not defending LeBron, it's just LeBron topic. When LeBron did the decision and everybody was hating him, and then you found out, oh, he gave $5 million to the Boys and Girls Club so he could sit up there with a button down, looking like the Fresh Prince, not even buttoned up, not even with a suit. You know LeBron could have brought out the 3-piece. He could have brought out the Steve Harvey 20 button. He could have brought out whatever. No, he sat there in a button down like he really was in high school about to go make a decision to go to college because he didn't have that experience. So he said, I'm going to do it. What's wrong with it? Y'all always finding something wrong with something that ain't wrong. He like, all right, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach. Yay. Then he got online. He said, oh, Jesus, what? Why they mad? Y'all are silly. Oh, he gave $5 million to the Boys and Girls Club. So what? He's a narcissist. He wants all that attention. No, you want all that attention, man. You can't get it. Ooh, don't let me be the one. I should be the spokesman for everybody because they got brands and they can't do this and they want to do this and I'm going to do it for them. Shit. What is wrong? What is wrong? You're trying to tell me like you'd rather have a King Day without a Nike shoe? Think about it. King Day comes. Everybody wakes up. Oh, we ain't got to go to work today? Yeah. Go black people. Yeah. What's up? And then, oh, they got some new shoes out? What are they called? The Air MLKs? Really? What's that about? Oh, you know we got killed at a Lorraine Motel that they turned around to a civil rights museum, but they got the colors and everything, and they showing it, LeBron's on there, and it's his shoe. All right. That's cool. You gonna go get them? Let me see. Oh, no, I ain't gonna get them. How many times I'm gonna wear this? Look at that color. What color is that? Fuchsia? I don't know what that color is. What is that? No, I'm good. That should be the extent of it. Or you say, these ain't cute. Or, oh, those are sick. Whatever. I'm gonna get them. Why has it gotta turn into a dissertation? I mean, I understand the content part. I ain't talking about the content part. I'm just saying the sentiments. Like, come on, big dog. Come on. For real? For real? You mad? The day could have come and gone. The day would have went by and whatever we said about it, this enhanced it. And we don't know back in capitalism, how the revenue from this generated can help the King Foundation. You don't know that. You just said you don't. I don't either. But I'm going to assume either A, they already had that built in place, or B, because of you, they're going to. Either way, it's getting done. Trust that. Well, beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's a better King Day if you got a damn shoe. If I'm dead when I die, oh, I don't want to die. God knows I don't want to die. I'd do anything not to die, but whatever. It's life. All right, so when I'm gone and I miss my itty bitties, if one of these NIL kids decide to say, you know what? My mama and daddy used to watch Marcellus Wiley's YouTube channel. They used to watch Hydration Situation in the room, and they thought I wasn't listening, but I was right there in that bedroom with the door open. See how I brought that back? And I was listening, and damn it, now he a 5-star. Then he makes it to the NBA. Little Jonathan Owler. Let's call him Jonathan Owler. I don't know who that is, but Jonathan Owler. And his ass make it to the NBA, the first pick overall. Then he gets his second deal, and he got a Nike contract. And they like, all right. And then November 30th comes around my birthday. And he's like, yo, I want to come out with a Dat Dude edition of my shoe. They're like, that dude. Who's that dude again? Marcellus Wiley. He used to play ball. He used to talk a lot. Oh, yeah, I've heard of him. You want to do a shoe with him? You sure? Yes, he's meant so much to me, his Wileyisms. And he put a Wileyism on the bottom of the shoe. Y'all going to be mad at that for what? Oh, we're going to do it where he died. Where? The hospital, damn it. I'm dying of natural causes. I done made it out. I ain't getting shot. Please don't let me get shot. Old people getting shot now. Letting all these damn criminals out. All these damn states letting these criminals out. But the point is, yes, I'm telling you why I'm alive. Yes. And if you hate on it, be a hater. But no, do it. Simple as that. So beat it up in the comments. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's get into this. Anton Daniel. Anton Daniel. He went on the show. Yeah, he's reaching. I see it. Universal Trapper says he's reaching. That's it. That's all. Yeah. I notice, I always say this, when you got to squint to find it, maybe you shouldn't be looking for it. And I noticed he was squinting, not just literally physically, but also mentally, intellectually. When they start squinting and they start, I know there's something there and I can't articulate it and I can't really find it. I can't put my finger on it, but it's there. Move on, dog. It ain't that serious. People do that with racism all the time. Man, you know what happened? And then I was like, dog, if it take all that, it didn't happen probably. It's just you misread it. Oh. Well, let's see if we misread Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniel because this might take most of the show. So if you guys don't remember, this guy went on his show. I love these guys for different reasons, obviously, because they're different dudes. And this ended up happening, like a spat. And then he went around and told everybody about it because he wanted to break it down, and he's a content creator. He's a comedian and content creator, but he didn't want to say anything at first. I guess he wanted to see where it went. Now he knows where it is. Let's hear what he said. I haven't heard this yet, so this is going to be interesting.
Came at me with sex play, and I tried to warn him. I tried to tell him, you can't play with me like that. So I'm realizing the camera's on me. It's a lot on the line. It's a lot on the line. But he's trying to act like he a man. I bet my life and safety he wasn't a man when I asked D to move and basically sat in his lap. Because if you walk up on a man like that, you could get your eye poked out. You can get sucker punched. You can get all kinds of things done. Look, I would never.
Okay, Corey, you know I love you. All right, that's all. Last time I'm going to say that. Just know that everything I'm saying is in love, with love. You also could walk up on a man and he just looks at you. And the violence that he commits against you is between your ears. He wearing you out with those words. He wearing you out with those thoughts. He got you on your heels. He got you shaking, whatever it may be. Because I'm a man. And if you run up on me, you just ran up on me. I dare you. Go ahead. And then you can woof. And I know when you woof and you spitting on me, you're all in my face. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, are you trying to move me on my square? That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough. And these words certainly ain't going to do it. I know you're trying to go under me. You're trying to undercut me. You're trying to undermine me. You're trying to bring my masculinity into question. It can't be questioned. I am who I am. How can you question it? This is what I laugh at, this wavelength that men think that I'm up for sale. My manhood is up for discussion. Dog. I swear we wouldn't have as many shootings and violence and fights if people understood you can't question me and I got to answer it. This interview can end right now. I don't have to answer to you or answer what you're asking. So no, a man is not just somebody say, oh, you ran up on me, then what's up? That is a boy. Because a boy gets triggered. A boy is ready to go throw blows immediately because he don't even know. He doesn't have the intellectual capacity. He doesn't have the maturity. He's doing compulsive behavior. He sees dog, he sees color, he hits color. I'm a man, I choose. So I think it's a little deeper than that, but I'm listening.
I walk up on a man like I walked up on dude. I knew he was bumping his gums. I knew nothing was going to happen how I walked up on him. But except for like when you arguing with a female.
I knew it.
Because that's all he did was yap after he backed up. Because when I first sat down, I was right up on him. Then after that, he kept yapping. A little bit after that, because I kept telling him, I don't do that dick sucking shit. He kept yapping. So I'm like, all right.
Okay, all right. Now, I think we skipped over. Look, we're all the stars in our own movie, including me, so I'm not stupid. But this all started because Corey said, you are kissing the white man's ass. Something like that, right? And then I think he said it multiple times to the point where Anton said, well, let me return fire. You suck in the black man's, yeah, you know what it is. Pole position. To me, we even. But not to Corey, so then Corey took it to another level by coming up to him and confronting him. That's how we started this. So here's my point. If Corey was so disrespected by him saying that he sucked a black man's pole position, if you're so disrespected, now this is the man in me, this is the football player in me, all this big old bravado. If I'm so disrespected by you saying that, why do I need you to say it again? So it could be on now. It's on now. No. Hey, dog, I already hiked the ball. The ball's in play. What are you talking about? You need to hear it twice for it to be disrespectful? I thought it was disrespectful just to say it. I already said it. That's the only part I've been like, oh no, dog. You can't justify that one in my brain. I don't have that line. Maybe you do. You can talk about my mama. It don't matter. You don't know my mama. You can't talk about me. You don't know me like that. And if you do, you're only talking to me like that to get a reaction. Can't give it to you. Point being, that line doesn't exist. But my itty bitties, you touch my itty bitties, that's the line, okay? So you want to say, I'm going to touch your itty bitties and then say, now what? And I say, if you touch them again, it's on. This show is so damn necessary. If you touch my kids, I'm telling you right now, wah. You're going to be like, damn, Wiley should have made the Hall of Fame. He is a killer. You touch my kids. Now, if you touch my kids, trust me, one thing you will never hear is if you touch my kids again, I'm going to go. Come on, Corey.
Say I suck dick again. He folded. That was my out. I was like, this is all smoke and mirrors after this. Because I don't know why people who understand life couldn't see. The man was too scared to take his glasses off. He was froze. He just was yapping, like when you arguing with your girlfriend.
He probably couldn't see you if he took them off. Come on, big dog.
The man, look, we're not talking no hypotheticals. I ain't going to say what I would have did. I heard the man said I was shaking. Okay, if I was shaking, I bet you didn't say that sex play to me again.
All right, I'm going to get off with this. I'm going to do this in pieces because this is, I know that the story, it happened last week, but what happened between them, 214, let me put that down. What happened between them, oh my God. I don't think there's a story that I've covered in recent times that has more jewels in it than this one. This one is so necessary. And that last point that he just made, and I want to defend Corey right here. Be careful when you see somebody shaking. Like, I think a lot of people are misreading this. They saw Corey's hand shaking, and they thought that meant fear. Like, I'm scared of you. This is the problem. I think I hear itty bitty. This is the problem. Do y'all remember when Birdman went up to the Breakfast Club? And he was like, put no disrespect on my name, no more. Put some respect on my name, all that. And he was kind of talking in these phrases, and you could see he was flustered, and you could see he was kind of like shaking, kind of like, he was all over the place. People was like, damn. That shake is the dam about to break. That shake is so much pressure that, dog, I am not trying to go where I know I can go. And if I go there, as Corey even said, a lot's on the line. These cameras are rolling. If I go there, oh, all hell's going to break loose. I know that shake. Trust me, I've been in very violent situations. I'm not even talking about the streets. I'm talking about even in sports where don't misread that dude. Don't misread that energy. Don't judge that book by its cover. Do not think that dude don't want it because he's nervous, because he's anxious, because he's shaking. That sucker's a killer. And that restraint is what you see. That's all I want to get off because a lot of people was like, oh, he's shaking. I was like, dog, do you know how many times I get this joked sometimes when I get like rage or like when I used to play, they put on Mystical, boom, boom, boom. I literally could go, motherfucker, everybody getting it. And you will see me and think, oh, is he okay? No, I'm not okay. It's taking all my powers to stay right here and be a human being because I'm about to go out of this world. Like Outkast said, all you aliens. So we got to understand these are our capacities. He was about to go somewhere where the dam was going to break. Not saying he was going to whoop Anton. Not saying that, oh my God, look out for Corey. I'm just saying you're misreading emotions. You're misreading them. You're misreading the psycho play that's happening right there in that moment. Woo! Fascinating. We're going to do that in parts. We're going to pick it up tomorrow. I don't give a damn. I love stuff like that because I'm trying to help people not go out in the streets and lose their funkin' mind because somebody got their parking spot. Like, relax. Got a question for you guys after you beat it up in the comments. Is it time to retire the NFL rules analyst, that dude that comes on and say, yeah, I think that was a pass interference? Is it time to get rid of them dudes or is it time to pay them full time? We got some more spicy topics, so don't y'all leave. Feelings are deadly. Yeah, Video Vulture says feelings are deadly. Yeah, they are. I'm learning, I'm 51, and I have lived a very emotionless life compared to most people I know. I learned to turn my feelings off really early because of some of the young deaths that I dealt with. And I'm just not connected emotionally to people like they think, like they are. Hell no. I'm a logical dude. My brain is like 90% logic and then 10% emotion. I cry a lot for kids. I cry for my itty bitties, but you humans and you adults, I should say, shit. You better get it with your muscle. Better make some sense. If it don't make sense, I'm not rocking with it. And I'm trying. I'm going to church more. I'm praying more. I'm reading my Bible more. I'm trying to commit more to the emotional part. I'm trying to discipline my kids at the same time. I'm trying to remember they feel things, okay? They ain't going to remember all these words. They going to remember it was, because I catch them when I'm talking to them. And they looking at me like, how you feel, Daddy? And now I remember, I'm like, so that's the curse I got to break. Mm-hmm. Oh, Anthony Smith says, my anxiety does that to me as well. Yeah? People be thinking you like soft. Like I've dealt with that my whole life since I don't fight, since I giggle a lot, since I laugh at you. When you pissed, when you are at your worst, I'm laughing at you. I'm the one. When you were like, dog, I can't believe she did that. Man, shut your ass up, dog. You already know what happened when we was in Colombia. Shut up. He's like, I don't want to hear that shit right now. I was like, well, then don't ask me. I am that friend. I'm not playing. This ain't camera play. Like, dog, I keep perspective. I'm like, dog, you alive? She alive? Go fix it or shut it. Let's go back to Colombia. Like, what you gonna do? Shit, nobody want to hear all that. Fix it. Oh man, he scored a touchdown on me. Okay, your turn. Get the ball. Let's go that way. What you doing? Stop complaining. It's dead. It's over. It's concrete. You're not gonna do anything to it. So do something about it. Okay? Simple as that. All right. I asked you guys that. Did y'all want the referees gone? Mike Pereira says, I'm not a fan of making everyone full-time, but make the referees full-time. To me, it's time for that. Y'all believe that? Beat up in the comments. I ain't doing those topics right now. We got one spicier. I like this topic right here. This is crazy. Okay, so I see this, and I'm like, you know me. I'm on them internet streets. I'm on Slauson and Crenshaw. I'm like, damn, this is great. You can silence 3 mics forever. Now, this is all done in fun and jest, okay? First of all, it is a credit. It is a testament to how good or great you are because you're on this list. My ass ain't on this list, so that lets you know these people passed me by, if you believe in the rankings. But we know what Nick Saban said about the rankings. Yeah, okay. Okay, so who are you muting? Who? Beat it up in the comments. Let's have some fun. Become a member, too. Everybody just like this video right now. I'm trying to do what the kids do. I hear it a lot. Okay, we going to beat it up in the comments. You got to pick 3. They got to go. You're never going to hear them again. This is just for play. And if your ass is sensitive and if you respond to me, I will start shaking, the dam will break, and it's on. Now, people don't respond to me. They're smart. They smart because they know I'm smarter. Let's go. Dan Orlowski. Interesting. A lot of people. All right, let's say the good and bad. The good is this sucker breakdown film like none other. Like none other. Him and Emmanuel Acho are like the best film breakers. Oh, no. And Chase Daniel. I know I'm forgetting a lot of people, but I'm just saying those are the ones that pop up. Okay, Ryan Clark. No, I ain't say the bad. The bad is, boy, because he struggled at quarterback in the NFL, he don't like to talk about quarterbacks for real. I've heard too many clips. I'm like, dog, it's okay. I know you want to go to his picnic. You want to go to his bowling tournament. I know you want to play pickleball with him, but just fake ass analysis when you're doing the quarterbacks only. All right, Ryan Clark, the good, this sucker here, intellectually charismatic. Like he's smart and he's just got a personality, a charisma. Like he says a lot of great stuff. Damn, I like Stringer Bell. The bad is, we all know it. I don't know what happened to him in his upbringing that made him think he ain't black as he is. Why even question what black is? Good Lord. It's almost like he got a white mama or a white daddy. I know he got a white baby mama, but so what? And they say that's a black baby. The one drop rule, we're going to have that conversation one day. The one drop rule is some racism at play, and it has psyched up the minds of us, but we'll get into it. But that race baiting just too much, dog. What the funk wrong with you? All right. Mina Kimes, the good, she has really good staple template safe analysis, okay? Like if you really listen to Mina, she's going to lead with the stats, and then she's going to take one step further with her opinion. It's almost like, it's cookie cutter. She does it the same way. And I think that is reliable, okay? So that's a good thing. The bad thing is the same thing that's good. It's like, Mina, just go off the cuff and what's up? Talk ball. You know what I mean? Don't be a broadcaster. Talk some ball. Let your hair down. Hair look fresh right there too. All right, Romo, the good. This sucker see it coming before it happens. You're like, God dang, Romo. You're like, what, Romo? Whoa, Romo, do you have their playbook? Romo, stop playing. Stop playing. How did you see that? How do you predict that? Well, he's a quarterback. Quarterbacks have the biggest playbook. They got to know what they got to do, what everybody on the offense has to do, what everyone on defense is doing in disguise, and then what they do when the ball is snapped. They got to know everything. They got to know what their coach had for lunch yesterday. It's crazy. So Romo knows that. The bad is he has all of that information, and sometimes he gets lazy and just doesn't want to do it. Like, I don't think he always puts in the work, whether it's the work in the moment of just saying exactly what this is. Sometimes it's just keeping it simple. And sometimes it's also, he just don't, like, it don't look like he's fully prepared. He's just relying on that, I know what I'm seeing. And what happens when you don't see it? What happens when you don't recognize it? I ain't got much to say. Skip, the good. Man, this dude, of all the people we've named so far and probably gonna name, everyone say thank you, Skip. We have to say thank you because he's the one that brought the dough to the show. He's the Brinks truck. He's the one that said, no more of those little softball cold pizza segments. No more of those little cornbread your kids can watch and ASG rated. He's like, let's bring some gangster to this sports media. Skip Bayless, salute. Trust me, you paid a lot of mortgages. The bad is, the backs you stepped on to get to that place. Oh, my God. This dude has jacked up more legacies than anybody in sports media because he gave people a license to ill on greatness. LeBron. He hated on LeBron every single day, no matter what LeBron did, to the point where now we don't think LeBron is LeBron, who he really is. We don't think of LeBron as great as we should, I should say. Russell Westbrook, etc. But he also has the best moment in sports media history when Jalen Rose and him went at it. Oh, my God. If y'all haven't seen that clip, please go back. That is literally the #1 clip ever. because that's when sports media and sports had to clash, and it got gang-related. And Jalen Rose won that battle. Okay, Marcus Spears, good. A man, like when he say his time, he don't miss. Like he said, I have not seen. One of the reasons I don't cover him enough is because I'm going to say exactly what he said. So it's like, I might as well say it then. He don't go off course and like it's some funny bunny weirdness. It's all legit real. The bad is he ain't for the play. He ain't saying something that is not authentic, that's not real. So therefore it gets lost. It gets buried, right? It's not sensational enough. And that's not a bad thing, but that just keeps Marcus Spears in the position where he is. He could be even bigger and I'm glad he doesn't want to be if he start doing what others have done, like Skip, which is like, I don't really believe this, but let's do some show. He doesn't do show. And that's bad for you in terms of upper mobility. Marcus Spears be breaking it down. It's just, he ain't with the play. Chris Collinsworth, man, look, this dude has become like the voice of like when I'm thinking of pro football. Just like Kirk Herbstreit with college football, you just can't watch a big game without hearing that voice and the way he talks. And oh, shucks. Like, it's just, Chris Collinsworth's a beast. The bad, damn, this is tough. I'm really going to make something up. I don't think there's any bad, but I read a lot of bad about him. I hear a lot of people say, he said this and that. I don't have any bad. I guess the bad is he's so big that people don't like him. I don't know one time where I'm like, what did Chris Collinsworth do or say? I don't. So I won't make one up. Colin Cowherd, the good. Man, this dude sit there 2-3 hours with a mic. He got a partner, obviously, but his partner is there, just for the pit stop. An F1 and the IndyCar. You got 2 seconds. That's it. So it's Colin. Best dude on radio ever. And I know Jim Rome is on radio too, respect. Colin is it. The bad, I mean, look, he just misses on takes. But this is what I love about Colin. Because of where he's from and how hard it was to get here, he's not affected by misses. He's like Kobe. Kobe's like, man, I don't care if I miss. I care if I make the next one. He only cares about his next take. He don't care about the one he missed on. Trust me. And I love that. Stephen A. Smith, they say the best for last, right? The great of Stephen A. Smith, ain't nobody more entertaining than Stephen A. Smith. I've told you the story countless times. The first time I met him was on the Best Damn Sports Show. He was quiet in the green room. I was like, oh, nice meeting you. Who are you? Oh, Philadelphia reporter. Oh, okay, cool. Nice meeting you. All right. I had on a throwback jersey and 98 gold chains. I walked out there, thought I was the star of the show because I'm the active player. I'm the Pro Bowler that's here on the show with John Sally and Chris Rose on them. Psh. They made the mistake of having me on with Stephen A. Smith. This is 25 years ago, if not longer. And I immediately said to everybody, we were all talking, I was like, that dude is it. It's just simple. Like, I don't know what the hell I just witnessed. That light came on and he went, phew. I said, woo, these journalists are sick. The bad is the race baiting. Not Ryan Clark level, not that felonious, but it's a felony, It's a felony, but it's not as felonious. And also just disingenuous at times. Like the whole Max stuff, the whole LeBron stuff. Like, come on, man. I know you love Jordan. You ain't got to hate LeBron. Come on, man. It ain't that serious. Don't try to worm out. You're talking about that dude's son and talking about him. Come on, man. Simple as that. All right, so beat it up in the comments. Let me see what you guys got. I think I already said mine. I got to say mine. All right, so 3 mics I never want to hear again. Now, my reasoning is different than yours. I'm not doing it because I don't like them. I gave you all the love I got. But my world will be the same. I got to keep Stephen A. I got to keep Colin. Okay, Chris, I'm going to hold you on reserve just because I need my NFL games, but I can also watch those games on mute. So be careful. Spears, you sound just like me. I can listen to me. I don't need to listen to you. You and Chris right now so far. I got to have Skip, even though I don't want to hear everything. I don't want to hear LeBrick or Westbrick, but whatever. Romo, got to keep Romo because he going to guess a play. Ain't nothing better than guessing a play and getting it right. I think we got 3 so far. Marcus Spears, Chris Collinsworth, and Mina Kimes. Certainly Mina, just because too safe. Ryan Clark, I got to hear it. I like Ryan Clark, Dan Orlowski. All right, yep, I got it. No, I'm not doing Chris Collinsworth. Hell no. Dan Orlowski, Mina Kimes, and Marcus Spears. Oh, damn, I don't like NFL Live. I love NFL Live. It might be those three, just because that's tough. I'd say those three. I got to have Chris Collinsworth. All right, so Marcus, Dan, Mina. Blah, blah, blah. No hate. Okay. Who y'all got? Beat it up in the comments. Let me see before we get to the next topic. Clark, Dan, S.A., and Stephen A. Smith. You a damn lie, Mr. J. Biz. If that was true, y'all, see, don't put Stephen A. Because if y'all put Stephen A. there and then tomorrow we ain't got no more Stephen A., y'all gonna cry. You ain't got nothing to play with. Whatever that means, pause. We ain't gonna have nothing to beat up. We ain't gonna have nothing to, you know what it is. We're not gonna have anything. It's gonna be weird. All right, what time is it? 6:30? All right, let's get into these spicy topics. Josh Allen. Ooh. You played bad. That's not bad enough. You white and you played bad. And people ain't telling you played bad because you white. I think that's where they're going. Shout out to the homie right here. Let's hear what Van Lathan got to say.
Also had guys that, or teams that people thought that the Bills could get past. And people thought that this would be the year that their golden boy would get past those teams. And then the golden boy went out and turned the ball over 4 times. And rather than do what we do with everyone else, the way we treat a James Harden, the way we treat a Lamar Jackson, we don't talk about what happened. We talk about what we wished happened and how bad we feel. Y'all don't feel bad for Lamar Jackson. Y'all don't feel bad for James Harden. Y'all don't even feel bad. You don't feel bad for Luka. Like what? You guys don't feel bad. What I just don't like the golden boy shit. I don't like it. You feel bad. Yeah, it's tough when everybody loses. When I see the confetti falling and I see somebody on the bench, I go, damn, that's tough. Like we talked about it. Me and you talked about it. I said it before. I've been on the other side of victories and saw someone that I beat, see their mom crying and all that stuff. I go, man, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough that you had to lose. I'm a bleeding heart. People know that. But what I don't understand is how the reaction was not to analyze how he needs to be better, which is what these sports pundits do, but talk about like how bad you feel for him. I was actually taken aback. After a while, I saw a tweet from a lady that said, this is crazy. I saw a tweet from the lady that said, I would rather have Josh Allen as my quarterback than have a Super Bowl. I would rather have Josh Allen.
That's just another level.
This is the type of shit that I'm talking about, though. I really don't get it.
I just think it's the perfect storm of what I was saying, of also what you said with Mahomes being out, with the Ravens being out, with Lamar. That's who he's gone up against and hasn't been able to get past in the past. And people really thought this was it.
Blah, blah, blah. She nailed it. He was discovering it. Van, I've known Van forever, so respect. Rachel, she nailed it. Like, people thought it was it. They thought it was his. Like, not for the taking, but us to give it to him. Like, here you go. The path is smooth. Look, everyone's out. Lamar, gone. Patrick, gone. It's yours. And there's a relatability to someone. And it's not always racial. It's not always color. But a lot of times it is tribal in the sense of we endear you. We have let you into our hut. It's racial sometimes. But sometimes it's just like him. Okay? I could go back. You want to know who a him was that wasn't white? You know who a golden boy was before even golden boy Oscar De La Hoya, who ain't white, was? You know, and Oscar's a Mexican, and he is a golden boy. He is golden boy. Who was before him? I remember growing up. Sugar Ray Leonard. Oh, you couldn't go nowhere. I don't care. Hagler, Hearns, they were the villains. They all had the same color. No, they ain't the same. Sugar Ray Leonard. OJ. Y'all don't remember this OJ. I do. The first athletic gift, I'm talking about trading cards, jerseys, and the first thing I ever got that made me say, oh, snap, was a O.J. Simpson football. It was orange. It was called Orange Juice or something. Not the rapper or the singer. I'm talking orange football. I remember having like 1979, 1980 or something. Golden. When they're golden, we root. Even Mike Tyson with his conflicted legacy, but when he came out, he was golden in a different way. Almost bronze, but golden. Because once we found out how hard he had it growing up, like beyond difficult. And then he was taken in, and then he's working, and this dude is perfect. And we've never seen skills like that before at the heavyweight division. We were like, we protected him at all costs. To the point that when he even lost, we couldn't believe it. No, that can't be. No. And then we start making all the excuses, how we felt for him. Not listening to all the reasons. He already lost his trainer. His trainer was saying the dude is eating Cheetos. There was a documentary made about Mike Tyson. I forget the name of it. I think it was on HBO. Watch it. They knew it was coming. Mike was out there, what was it, Japan? He was acting a donkey. He wasn't training. The inside knew. They was like, oh, shit, it's coming. But you couldn't tell him nothing because the ego was so loud and so big, he wasn't listening. But to the outside, we protected Mike at all costs. Mike bit off Evander Holyfield's ear. I did an interview with Evander after that, too. I mean, literally, I was talking to him and looking. I was like, what? I mean, for real. He glued pieces and stuff back together. He bit off his ear, and we got mad at Evander. People were mad at Evander. Oh, he was headbutting him. You can't make this up, y'all. That's why you got to respect your elders. You got to respect your elders because they know. They remember. They ain't got to read no newspaper. They ain't got to read no internet. They like, nah. Y'all trying to run the trickery. So right now, if you get lazy, the Josh Allen story is racial. He white, and they always protect him because them white players and them white quarterback. No. They protect whoever they love, who they like. Lamar Jackson hasn't hit that threshold just yet. You know why, in part, being real? Because Bill Polian threw a monkey wrench into it, right? But he actually gave him some fuel. When Bill Polian said, he shouldn't play quarterback, that actually helped him because we were like, ooh, that's messed up. And then he went out there and balled, and we were like, I see you. But now, since he balled, we need that Mike Tyson. Okay, it's tough for you, it's rough for you, but be dominant. I'm not just talking about MVPs. Because, in football, that ain't it. If that was it, Aaron Rodgers would be the GOAT. He got 4 MVPs. How many Super Bowls? You can't even say Super Bowls. You got to say Super Bowl. Bowl. 1. He got 1 more than me. Can't be that close to me, dog. Can't be that close to me. Not if you're a quarterback. They ain't going to respect it. So that's where Lamar Jackson is. In the category that matters most, Jalen Hurts has a lot of it. But then Jalen Hurts doesn't want to add to it. He don't want to give you enough of him. He's so confident and secure in who he is, he ain't doing the play. He Marcus Spears, what we were just talking about. He ain't giving you all that extra. Nope. Do what I want to do. I'm Jordan Brand. I keep it close to the vest like Jordan did. I do some iconic imagery. I say a few words, and I'm moving on. All right? Well, we don't love you like that then. You don't want to give, we ain't going to give it. Golden rule, you don't want to give it, we ain't going to give it. Simple as that. Simple as that. Ah, man, it's crazy. So beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about that. Ah, man. Just had to dispel that one because I know how it can lean. People love Josh Allen. I know I do. I saw him last year at the RX3 football tournament. Aaron Rodgers throws. Top quarterbacks. Josh Allen was there. Sam Darnold there. Carson Palmer there. Shout out to Jordan Palmer. Shout out to Nate. Shout out to Trisha that put that thing together. The Roth family. But it was sick. Josh Allen is right there, literally on the massage table. My son walked up to him, and I said, no, not yet. He's getting a massage. When he's done, I'll introduce you. Then saw him later. Hey, what's up, Marcellus? Hey, what's your name? Marcellus? What? You're a junior? Josh Allen. Gigantic ass Josh Allen. Right? Fresh off of getting that 200-some million, and he gave some of it back. People love him. So if you want to be endeared, you got to be endearing. And he is. Now, that's going to mean I'm not going to believe that Mike Tyson lost. I remember watching that fight, and I was like, there's no way. Remember we all said this, be real. When Mike Tyson lost, the first thing we said was what? Beat it up in the comments. If you're an OG, you know this. The first thing we said was this. Oh, he already had knocked him down, and it was 10 seconds, but they only said 9, and it should have been over. Case dismissed. I'm going to hit one of these buttons. I hope it's appropriate. Damn it. Nope. Close. Oh, shit. I need to work on my buttons. Mike Tyson lost, and the first thing the world said was, the fight should have been over. He already knocked him down. It was 10 seconds. You want to know why people ain't talking about Josh Allen? Because they love him. Love him like they did some Iron Mike. All right, let's get into this. What's the NFL's worst nightmare? Trey Wingo knows. Shout out to the homie. Uh-oh.
He will never coach in the NFL again. He's come to that conclusion.
This is talking about John Gruden. No plans to back down on that lawsuit.
He's a realist, but John Gruden is the worst enemy the NFL can have. He has money. He's not motivated by money. He has a giant chip on his shoulder. If you've ever seen him, and I've worked with him, he can be a little angry at times. He is going to see this thing through to the end. And this is a huge, huge development in this case. Now, I got to be clear. I have no idea what's in these emails. But don't you want to know? John Gruden wants to know. How is it that in all those 650,000 plus emails, the only ones that were leaked to the press were inflammatory remarks said by John Gruden, when again, the Raiders and John Gruden were not being investigated? This was not the idea. And it was just like, oh, this is a very simple trick. It's called sleight of hand. But those emails came out, and suddenly John Gruden was no longer welcome to the party. So this is a huge deal. This is a very huge deal. And I'm sure, we've talked about this before, I'm sure that there will be attempts by folks at Park Avenue to try and placate John Gruden. I believe John Gruden in this situation is unplacatable. I don't think he gives a rat's ass. I think he thinks he was done dirty. I think that he thinks he was done wrong. And he's going to go to whatever extreme he can to rectify that situation, to remedy it. That's a thing that we can manage. John Gruden in the NFL is not salvageable. John Gruden somewhere right now, upon hearing this news, has that Chucky grin on his face, smiling like he's the most maniacal, evil doll in the world. And I think the folks in Park Avenue in New York in the NFL offices are probably a little nervous right now.
Blah, blah, blah. They always talk about a woman scorned, and we know that. You ever been in a relationship, you understand that. You got homegirls, you got sisters, mama, you know it. Woman scorned is a problem. You know what else is a problem? A man burned. Oh, I got that same kind of rage that just sits there and dormant. But if you ever burn me, oh, activate. You have 3 seconds to comply. Robocop. Forever. I am peaceful. I won't start shit ever. I'm never gonna start nothing. I know it for a fact. I'm 51. I ain't did it yet. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't starting jack. But I will finish everything. So he's been burned. We all know, we all can smell it. We just don't have the details yet, but we can smell it. Wait a minute. Why are we talking about Gruden? Why are these emails out? How many emails? 600-some thousand, and only these? And y'all were looking at the Redskins at the time, and now somebody trying to throw us off they scent. Now, this energy, what John Gruden is doing. Y'all want to know the reason I had issues with Colin Kaepernick? People want to take it all these other places. One, I don't believe that if someone is half black and half white, that they got to say that they're all black and discard of their white side. Or they got to discard of they don't do this, but discard of their black side. There was a day where people tried to do that. Not so much now. I don't believe in no one drop rule. I don't care if some slave master told me it's the way it is. I was like, well, Thankfully, I was born in 1974. I'm not a slave. I don't believe in 1% shit. I believe in you going your 23andMe, and whatever it says you are, that's you, all of you. I wish I was half white, and then I'm sitting up here tomorrow, I'm all black. I wish somebody slapped me, slap at least half of me. Boy, you lying. I would put honor and respect on whatever I am. I don't care if it's Asian, whatever. I told you I did mine. I'm 61% Nigerian. And then some bunch of other stuff. I don't know what the hell happened in there. And then it was 9% like Western European. I know that's my white side. I can see it. Let me stop. Point is, that's me. I ain't gonna disrespect. What if my family hit me up from the Western European side and they like, Marcellus, we're family. I'm like, no, we ain't. I'm black. Yeah, and I'm part of that black is 9% you. Better recognize. Anyway, this is why I didn't like Colin Kaepernick and what he did. He knows it. I was told it. Straight up. You had him. Now, this is me wishing I was in his position. This is me wishing, boy, if I had them cards. If I had the NFL like Colin Kaepernick had the NFL. He had the NFL. He had them so bad that he messed it up and they still was like, you got us in racism in a damn end zone. Man, look, if you put that dumb shit in racism, first of all, you know it ain't gonna end. Second of all, why you wasting money on something that ain't gonna work? Put it somewhere it's gonna work. And no, I ain't talking about buy no kids no backpacks. Come on, man. But anyway, I thought Colin Kaepernick had him. I know he had him. I talked to Dr. Harry Edwards. Y'all know who he is. That's the guy that gave Colin Kaepernick the idea to kneel and navigated him and was his advisor in the beginning. Then they had a falling out. I talked to him. All these activists, come on, I know it. I've been on panels for this. And I was like, he has a lawsuit against the NFL that they have to respect. They were scared. And I'm not saying destroy the NFL or out the NFL. I'm just saying keep it real. Oh, you think they blackballed you? Well then, here we go. Oh, you settled? Oh, NDA? Oh, you're going to act like you can't get back in, but it's because, oh, boo. Imagine right now we heard that John Gruden settled. We all would feel a little bit of a thug tear, right? Like, oh man, damn. Everything is money? Everything? Kaepernick, everything? I get it. Like, you really wasn't with the smoke in the first place. The reason, like my grandma always says, the way you go in is the way you're going to come out. He really wasn't about the activism. That's why he didn't activate when he had the NFL. You know why? Because he wasn't there for that. He was there for the money in the show. That's why he went to the workouts and he didn't want to be a backup. He wasn't there. If he was there for it, he had the NFL. But he didn't. He put the guns down because he didn't want that. That's fine. But please stop arguing me, people. When I told you that before and I told you that during and I'm still telling you that after. But Gruden? Oh, no. We rooting for you, Gruden. Not to burn down our NFL. Trust me. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Just, give him a little spanking. If you can. CTE gave him a spanking. The medical lawsuit gave him a spanking. Now it's safer than ever. The NFL will fail forward. It will respond. It will survive. And it will be better for it. I want all them emails out and ooh, that's who you are. Ooh, that's what you said. Ooh, that's how you really think about fans. Yeah. Because I'm tired of knowing it and y'all don't believe me. It's all good. I don't believe the owners are racist. I don't believe that shit. If I'm racist, the last thing I'm going to do is sign I'm going to sign 38 black people and give them $1 million. People always like, oh, so they making billions. I said I'm racist. I'm racist. I'm going to find 38 white people to give them $1 million. Oh, no? That ain't racist? Oh, okay. People be trying to out-trick you. They get billions. Of course they going to give you millions. Doesn't sound like racism to me. Come on, Gruden. We're rooting for you, brother. Stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong. All right. How many topics? Oh, we got 13 minutes. We got to get into some spicy. All right, we're going to get into this other stuff later. Look at me just skipping through. Ooh, amazing topics. LeBron, amazing topics. Big cat over there. Ooh, here's something I got to go. Quick one. Former Dodgers outfielder could be facing 20 years in prison. That's Puig. Y'all remember Puig? Yeah, Yasiel Puig. Prosecutors ultimately charged Puig with 1 count of obstruction of justice and 2 counts of making false statements to federal officials, 1 from this investigation and 1 stemming from his immigration and naturalization interview as part of the process to become a U.S. citizen. The obstruction charge could send Puig to prison for 10 years, while each count of making false statements carries a 5-year penalty. I knew Puig pretty well when he was in L.A., covering him, knowing him, kind of like the social life. Puig was a phenomenon. He hit L.A. What's crazier about how fast he took over in L.A. and then left or lost L.A., and he was in them streets, was his story of how he got to L.A. We ain't got time for that right now. We'll probably do that another time. Just look up Puig's story. You can't believe. You think you had it rough. You think you had it tough. It ain't even close. He got us. He got us. All right, let's get into some spicy. We spicy right now. Let's stay spicy. Then we got some politics going. Yep, we got some politics. Here we go. Don Lemon. Big dog. Duck.
January 18, 2026 in St. Paul, Minnesota. Don Lemon, you know, the washed up reject who got fired from CNN back in 2023 for being a diva? Yeah, that guy. He decided he wanted to be an activist / journalist and tag along a mob full of anti-ICE crybabies. They literally stormed the church, shouting down worshipers talking about the pastor got ties to ICE. Lemon's there live streaming all the chaos, but he's really there just being a disrespectful nigga that he is. I mean, who does this? You never pull this at a mosque or a synagogue, but of course the Christians, you use that as your easy target for selective outrage.
We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me though.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I ask that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to chronicle what happened?
Unless you're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
Enter Nicki Minaj, the real MVP. She clocks this nonsense right away and blasts Don Lemon talking about Don cock-sucking Lemon is disgusting. How dare you? I want that thug in jail. He would never do that to any other religion. I speak for myself when I say this. I love to see him go to jail. Let me calm down. Then he got the nerve to be on TMZ talking about Nicki Minaj is homophobic. Ain't you married to a white dude talking about some white supremacy? You don't know what the hell you got going on. The nerve of your black ass. But wait a minute. There's more. The Department of Justice is launching a full investigation of what went on at that church. They're probing for criminal violations, including the FACE Act, for disrupting a place of worship. And guess who got himself in the crosshairs? Democrat Don Lemon. Allegedly, the evidence shows that he knew about the plan and coordinated with the organizers, and he even landed a kiss on one of their cheeks.
How are you? Good to see you, Will.
Well, the FBI's involved now. Good luck, Donnie boy. You about to F around and find out. On January...
Blah, blah, blah. What's one of our running themes right now on this show? If you don't know the ending of the movie, don't start filming. And Don Lemon. FBI, probe. You in church now? Like you, and I hate when people throw rocks and hide their hands. No, it's okay to throw a rock. I know how to duck. Don't hide your hands so I could be preempted to know the duck. I see you. Well, what's that? Gonna go up in the church, the house of God, regardless of your religion. But religion matters, and what religion matters, because I think he's accurate in saying, you'll do this to a Christian. You ain't doing this everywhere. You ain't doing this to all religions. You ain't walking up in the mosque like that. I dare you. I dare you. Right? They think Christians are soft. So anyway, he does all of this, and now he may face time. I don't root that on anybody. But at the same time, he did this with his eyes wide open. He been egging this on forever. And I ain't got much to say because I don't want to add to the fire because it seems like he got enough heat on his ass. But I thought it was hilarious. And this is something that I always catch, and I'm like, it blows my mind. I need to do a topic on it. How are you always claiming white supremacy, but then you married to a white person or a white dude in this case? And I know two things can be true, but I'm like, I just wonder how it is at night when y'all talking. Like this dude just hearing how you and your people have done all this to me. Like, that's a tortured soul, sounds like. I don't know. Tell me what up. I would never marry somebody who hated football players. You can say football players are dumb, but then you hate them or you constantly are talking about them. I'm like, wait a minute, baby. You know I'm one of them. Can we get some positivity in here? No? Anybody? Okay. All right. Well, a lot of talk about Minnesota still, a lot of talk about ICE. Y'all made Trump had to do this. Our president, Minnesota, worst of worst, drug trafficking. Okay, watch this. Let's see what's cracking.
People, vicious, many of them murderers.
Convicted of second-degree sexual assault of a child. Ooh, God, Lord.
These are all out of Minnesota, just Minnesota. I say, why don't you talk about that?
Convicted of second degree on a child. Oh, come on,
Or
man.
Because people don't know. Do you want to live with these people? International murder.
Not international. Come on, Trump. Go to school. Intentional. That means like murder first degree, right? Second degree. Of his 3-month-old.
These are people that are they're apprehended and either put in jails in their country from where they came, and the countries respect us, and so they actually put them there. In the old days, they didn't respect our country. Biden wouldn't do this because he let them all in. You know, if you didn't have open border policies of Biden, none of this, all of the time that we spend talking about Minnesota and everything else, most of them are coming from out of the country. And
homicide.
It's been caused by a previous administration.
Homicide. Vehicle theft, possession of stolen property, assault with a previous arrest for arson. Damn! He's trying to run the gamut.
Look at this, one after one. Boy, these are rough characters.
Convicted of strong arm, 12-year-old girl. Oh, come on. Kidnapping, intent to, oh, come on. Vehicle theft. Oh.
These are all criminal, illegal aliens that, in many cases.
I can't even say these. You two gonna shut me down. Y'all know what it is.
They're murderers, they're drug lords, drug dealers.
He ain't halfway through that pile yet, y'all. And these are the ones they arrested. And they trying to go get more, and people are fighting them. What, you ignorant?
They're the mentally insane. There's some of them who are brutal killers. They're mentally insane. They're killers, but they're insane.
I see somebody in the chat says he's lying. Proud vet. Please prove it. I mean, look, I ain't rooting against nobody, but how is this a lie?
These are just in Minnesota, California. It's worse. In other states, it's worse.
I bet.
No, Minnesota, the crime is incredible. The financial crimes are incredible. And the problem is because of the agitators and insurrectionists, whatever you want, trouble.
Blah, blah, blah. All right. I don't know how you defend that. I don't know how I know people are pushing back. Epstein files. Hey, we got time for that too. But that ain't gonna answer what I just saw. We're gonna try and discredit the messenger. Good, go ahead. Okay, he ain't gonna be the first one to get impeached or have to deal with some issues. If you can prove the Epstein files or show the Epstein files, I'm not against it. Okay, bring them out. It's hard to yell with the bad L in your mouth, Swizzy. At the same time, that does not make me look at Minnesota any different. What is going on? Please explain to me, you protesters out there. You know I'm not a protester. I'm more of an actioner. Like, I'm going to do some stuff that's going to make you say, we should think this way or vote that way. But I ain't about to sit out there with no damn cardboard and a stick. I'm not. If you are, you are. Stop acting like if I don't do it, something's wrong. It's not. I don't think nothing's wrong with you. I'm not doing it. I'm not eating your tacos. You ain't got no ketchup. Same thing, okay? It's not that deep. Point is, please explain to me why you are protesting when you know some of the people they're trying to get are those people. Just answer that. I bet you won't. I bet you'll tell me Epstein. I bet you'll tell me something else. But please just answer. And then let us go through the due process. Oh, I forgot. If they're illegal, they're going to be in trouble because they're here illegally. So don't give me this whole like, I understand the how. You're like, look how they're doing it though. Well, there's so much resistance. You're making it harder. Make it easier. That's all I want to know. I want to know. Okay? Inform me. Let's get into it. Goodness. That's crazy. Okay, on this show, we don't end on no divisive, crazy, whatever the hell stuff. We end on this. Something that's interesting. That's kind of like, what? Tom Brady got 7 Super Bowls. Second place is a franchise or 2. Patriot, and he gave them 6 of them, so y'all get out the way. Y'all got 1. And then Pittsburgh. No, you got 0. He gave you all of yours. Golly. Damn, Brady. Brady got number 1 and 2 slot. Then Pittsburgh. Brady is number 1 and number 2 in most Super Bowl wins on this chart. San Francisco, Dallas, right there. How come we don't talk bad about the 49ers as we do the Cowboys? You see, this is what we talking about, likability. Y'all don't be over here killing, I forgot who runs it. Jed York, is that his name? Respect, I know his face and everything. But anyway, y'all don't kill them, the York family, like you killed the Jones family. I wonder why. Anyway, y'all certainly don't kill KC, beloved Giants, best friend. What did Harbaugh just say? Iconic franchise. Green Bay, oh, we love it. Everyone in the city owns them. They got 4. Cowboys sitting there with 5. Y'all hate them. Boy, y'all fake. Here we go. Redskins / Commanders, whatever we going. Broncos, Raiders, they take hell. Then we get into this group. The unknowns, kind of like the Dolphins and the Ravens, all that. Let's skip all this. Let's get here. Let's see how many teams I played for in here. Damn. I had no shot. I had no chance. I played for the Bills. I played for the Chargers. I played for the Jaguars. Ringless, ring pops. Look at all these ring pops. Y'all, shut it. Every one of these franchises. Okay, let's have fun. Which one's going to win one first? Bengals? Yeah. Falcons? No. Falcons got a shot, though, but nope. Bengals and Falcons, all right. No, not for Arizona. No, definitely not Cleveland. Jacksonville, yeah. 3. Houston could be. We got to fix the quarterback right now. He's broken. Detroit got a shot. These are a lot of good teams in here. Actually, this is the best group. If I had to say go head-to-head, this is the best group. It's probably because they got the most. Them or right here. No, the 2. The 2? Oh, no. Everything changes every year. Look, Chicago, Seattle right now, ballers. Jets, Saints is all right. Beat up in the comments. What you think? Brady got number 1 and number 2 slot. Whew. Y'all saw him on the sideline flexing with his hoodie on. Raiders. Love it. Love it. Well, let's have an amazing day, and let's do this again tomorrow if we're blessed, right? Hey, we're gonna talk about all the divisive stuff and break it down this show. Sports media, and politics in life. Love you guys. Have a great one. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think